Perfect. Okay. Well, today I'm with Theron Hardersen with Farmers Insurance Tina Hardersen Agency. How's it going today, Theron?
Outstanding, Roy. Thanks for having me today.
Absolutely, absolutely. I met Theron several years ago. I think it was through a networking group. I think that's where we came into contact and started sending clients to him and Tina, his lovely wife. And they've always taken great care of our clients. So I figured a perfect opportunity to give you guys some more exposure and get you introduced to some other people that may not know you. One of the big things I really like about what they do is if your insurance agent isn't doing a yearly review with you to check your coverages, then you need to look for a new insurance agent. And Theron is very thorough about that. And it's not to sell you new products. It's really to make sure you've got the right products. So I know a little bit about your story, but not everybody else does. How'd you get started in insurance?
Well, interestingly enough, I spent 20 years in hospitality management, and I personally was working in restaurants, private country clubs, and hotels. And I just got tired of the hours that I had to work. It was, May through, I want to say October was kind of 7 days a week, and a 10-hour day was a short one. So I decided I wanted to try and change careers, but at the same time, needed to find something that fit with what I enjoy doing, which is interacting with people. In a hospitality background, we spent days on end just meeting different people. However, the contacts were usually pretty brief. So what I found in working in the insurance world with our clients, as well as with the network of professionals that we work with, is we've been able to develop some long-lasting relationships, and it's been a lot more beneficial, I think. Tina, on the other hand, graduated from college with the idea that she wanted to own her own business. And with a business degree, met with people in the insurance industry and really found a niche there that she was able to kind of fulfill her dream of being a business owner and at the same time being able to help other people.
Perfect. Yeah. So what do you love about what you do?
What do we love about what we do? Well, long-lasting relationships with the clients. Our staff, who Sarah's been with us for 10 years, Donna's been with us for 5 or 6 years, Megan's on her 2nd year now. Insurance really is a relationship business, very similar, I would say, to a realtor or even doctors have a strong sense of relationships with their clients. But we also appreciate the awesome responsibility to educate our clients on how to tailor their insurance plan to their individual needs, as opposed to, the cookie cutter solutions that one size fits all.
Mm-hmm. Now, you guys are located in North Aurora. Do you work just the Chicagoland area, all of Illinois, other states? Where's your geographic area?
Tina's licensed in the state of Illinois as well as Wisconsin.
Okay.
Looking into the possibility of growing into some other areas like Tennessee, Indiana, and Michigan. As you know, Illinois is well known for the amount of people that are currently leaving the state.
Yes, very much so. So you need to figure out where everybody's going so you can do the insurance when they move as well. Because I can tell you, moving to Tennessee, it's night and day when it comes to the insurance world and costs, and homeowners insurance down here is a bit more expensive than up in Illinois. So that was a bit of an eye opener. So I know you guys have done really well. I think we met probably 4 years ago, and you've continued to grow. Your staff stays around, which says something very good about you guys. What do you attribute your success to?
Well, a lot of our strengths come from really prompt but very compassionate service and response times. Typically, when our clients are engaging with us other than a scheduled review, it's not necessarily because something good in their life has happened. And so we really kind of take that to heart and understand that each person that we're dealing with is going through a relatively difficult time. And we are kind of the liaison between them and the adjuster or the contractors that come to work with them. So we're able to help kind of make that situation as painless as possible, which at the time when the clients are kind of waist deep in water in their basement, it doesn't necessarily register until everything's all taken care of and they're back in and they go, oh my gosh, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it could be.
Yeah, yeah. You really have to step up in some of the worst times, really.
We do. We have a very proactive agency. We reach out to our clients, like you said, mentioned with the reviews. We reach out to all our clients, everyone, on an annual basis at least, just to say, hey, let's sit down, take a look at what you have, how it works, and does it fit what your needs are today.
Okay. Now we
And
know you offer auto and home. What other products do you guys offer?
one of my favorites is actually life insurance. And one of the things about life insurance is it has a negative connotation, I think, with a lot of people. However, when you look at the different things that it can do, it's kind of like money. Money, if used one way, can do one thing, but there's a lot of different ways to be able to use it. People can actually put together what's called a LIRP, which is a life insurance retirement plan, and using a life insurance policy as part of their tax-free income while they're in retirement. So it's nice to be able to expose people to that, as well as the umbrella policies, which in my mind are the biggest bang for the buck in terms of coverage for liability. But we also handle all the toys, the boats, the RVs, snowmobiles, motorcycles, commercial. We do commercial property, commercial businesses, workman's comp,
Oh, wow.
as well as landlord policies. We actually insure vacant homes, which a lot of companies won't touch.
I know that for sure. Yeah.
And a lot of people don't recognize when that they're selling their home and they move into another property and their house is on the market for a year, that a large part of that time their house is on the market and unoccupied is uninsured unless they have a vacant property policy.
Wow. That's a conversation you probably should have with a group of real estate agents, because I know just from the mortgage side, trying to get some insurance policy for somebody that was going to purchase a house but wasn't going to occupy it right away was rough. But for a real estate agent, when they've got a listing, clients relocating, and their house is sitting vacant, I'm going to be honest with you, I never knew that. So that's a huge gap in their coverage. That if they did have a claim or something happened when they moved out and the house is vacant, could be a huge issue. So, focusing on that, is there any one specific industry you focus on as far as a specific clientele or anything you specialize in like that?
Well, I know that you like to work with military and veterans. Farmers has an appetite or a desire to help certain, we call them affinity markets, or
Okay.
markets that we like to work with. And that would include the first responders, which is the policemen, the firefighters, as well as the people in the ambulance, nurses, doctors, as well as educators. People, based on having certain professions, can get up to a 15% discount on your auto. That includes military personnel, both active as well as retired.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's very good. Especially right now, you've got a lot of those people that could use working their butts off, and an extra break on their insurance, would definitely help. So I'm a brand new home buyer. I'm working with Roy, and he's doing my mortgage, and I'm shopping for homeowners insurance. What are some tips you can give to somebody that's never done this before and has no clue what they're looking at other than dollar amounts?
I'm glad you asked that, because one of the first things that first-time home buyers are concerned about is obviously the price, because the mortgage professional is going to be telling them exactly how much their insurance can cost on their home.
Yep.
So one of that Tina does really well is work with both the client and the mortgage professional to try and make sure that they are able to get a policy that will get them approved for the mortgage. Then we continue to work with them during the course of the reviews, and we take the time, and hopefully the clients also take the time to learn how the coverage works. And we try not to do this right during the purchasing process, because you're already getting pulled 6 ways from Sunday, and there's already so many things going on that require a lot of your time and attention and are relatively stressful. But a month or two after the closing is a good opportunity for us to sit down with the clients, either on the phone or through this Zoom, and be able to communicate how their coverages work, and make sure that it is tailored to exactly what they're looking for.
Perfect.
So
Yeah.
my best advice is, number one, get a policy in place that's going to work with your budget, and then follow up and talk with the insurance professional to actually learn how things work and be able to adapt the policy to what your desires are.
Perfect. Yeah. So I don't know how it's affected you guys. For me, I haven't seen much of a difference because doing mortgages is most everything we do via email, phone, and everything. But how has social distancing affected your business? Has it changed things or kind of just changed the way you do things?
Well, a lot of the reviews that our agency does would be preferred to do in somebody's home or at our office. Unfortunately, with the social distancing, we have not been able to engage with our clients as much in person. However, technology has provided us a perfect backdrop to be able to add on to our exposure and our ability to communicate with our clients, and either digitally through Zoom, or we certainly do the phone calls. We also are able to text and email and all that kind of stuff. And so whatever the client's most comfortable with is what we'll take care of for them. I've currently got a couple meetings scheduled that are going to be in person, and of course we'll do the masks and set up at a table. But at the same time, we can also utilize technology to be able to do the same things that we've always done, only a little bit different way.
So are you like me? Do you wish you had invested in Zoom stock prior to this? Because last time I looked at it, doubled. I don't know where it's at now, but it's nobody knew how to use it before, and now everybody knows how to use it.
Exactly. Google, Amazon, Netflix.
Yeah.
If only we had a crystal ball.
Yes, absolutely. So let's end with some fun questions. What do you like to do for fun?
Actually, Tina and I are both pretty simple and really family oriented. So one of our favorite things to do, and we do it all summer long, is to open up the pool and just go swimming with the kids. We also do, at least once a week, we have a family movie night where we all just we make our own snacks and sit around the TV and watch, either Netflix or Amazon Prime or something like that, and watch a family-friendly movie it's one of the kids' favorite activities as well.
Oh yeah,
I think they like the candy.
Yeah, we do the same thing. We used to be Buffalo Wild Wings on Tuesday nights because it was half-price wings. We do wings in a movie, and you had to shut your cell phones off so that we weren't getting interrupted. At least it gave you one night a week. You knew you were all going to be together. And sometimes the hardest thing was deciding on a movie that everybody agreed upon, especially as they became teenagers. That changed the dynamic a little bit. What's one thing most people don't know about you?
I'm going to keep that one relatively private, because if people don't know about it, I think there's a reason that they don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Tina's an open book. She's so personable and friendly that the one thing that people don't know necessarily about Tina is how much she loves to travel. Okay.
Where's your next trip?
We're actually heading down to Tennessee next month.
Very nice.
Yeah, we're going to stay at a little cabin in the mountains.
Yeah, you'll have a great time. It's amazing up there. It's the views. Well, just coming to Tennessee, period, is the views and everything are fantastic. So what's the best way for someone to reach out to you? I'll put in the notes, we'll put your phone number and email address, but what's a good way, what's your number, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, Farmers Insurance Tina Hardersen Agency is a great way to get a hold of Tina through Facebook.
Okay.
But our phone number is 630-892-2388. You can either call or text that number, as well as our website through Farmers Insurance.
Perfect. Well, Theron, I appreciate your time. Anybody watching this, if you reach out to Theron, or you talk to Tina or any of their staff, I promise you'll be well taken care of, and give them an opportunity when your insurance comes up next. Reach out to them and do a comparison. It doesn't hurt once a year to take a look at, where you're at and what your coverages are, et cetera. And all I can tell you is they'll take great care of you, and you'll be in good hands. Theron, once again, I appreciate you for coming. I know we had a couple of hiccups on my end, but I'm glad we were able to get together. And tell Tina I said hi, and we'll catch up with you in the future.
I sure will, thank you because any opportunity that I've got to be able to rub elbows with you, I always try and take advantage of because you are flat out one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I did not pay him to say that either. All right. Okay. So.